Hello, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Mary. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tips on how to start a business. Most people start a business because they want to start a business. They want to start because they have the money. Some want to start a business because their friends are doing it. Some want to start because they have the ideas in their head but without learning. So consider watching this video, consider subscribing, consider asking me question, because I have done it before and I have all the tips at my fingertips to share with you today. So sit back and watch, and at the end of the day you will learn one or two things. So without wasting much time, this time you're not going to the table to cut, you're going to sit down and listen. Let's get started on how to start a business and succeed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that button right now. Subscribe to my channel. You know, this channel, we are vibrant, and that is the only way you can help me to grow as well. And this is my own little business. I hope you like what I'm doing. Please kindly subscribe so that I can bring you more content. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, so the first one is that starting a business is very tough. In as much as you are starting a business to make profit, you also have to consider your customers. You have to consider your clients. Business is not all about making profit. It's also about serving others. And serving others will include what are your offers, what are your niche, who are your avatars, and how do you manage your day-to-day activity. That is number one. It's tough. You have to be, physically, psychologically, mentally, and financially, ready to start a business. I'm not saying this to scare you. It's just the tips that I need, to share with you. So when you're starting your business, you'll be able to overcome the pitfall that I didn't, get to do that. You also need to ask questions, check in with the people that have done the business before, regardless of them succeeding or not succeeding in the business. It's all about experience. So check in with such people and what you need to do before you start a business. Also consider doing a lot of research in the kind of business, in the area of the business you want to venture into. Know your customers. So starting a business is very time consuming, and you're going to be dealing with a lot of things, such as the strategy on how to run the business. You're going to be using social media marketing, sales, interacting with clients, and also dealing with the day-to-day activity of the business. So you have to have that at the back of your mind. Business is very much time consuming and it is very tough. That is number one. What problem are you solving for your customers? While clearly you are starting the business in order to make profit, you also have to bear in mind that you're helping your customers to be better than the way they came. Profit shouldn't be the main thing when you start a business. You should have your customers at the back of your mind. Remember that good products and services will bring increase to your business, and you have returning customers and even referrals as well. Number 3 is cash flow management. Cash flow management. Cash flow management is the lifeblood of your business. And remember that when you mismanage your cash flow, you end up spending more money that you are bringing in. Most effective way to manage your cash flow is by creating a budget for your day-to-day running of your business. So you have to make sure you have an impress book, or you have you need to have an impress book for your miscellaneous everyday today activity that is happening in the office. Everything is being documented. In that way you can manage your cash flow. The odds are stacked against me. I'm sure you must have heard this before. What step do you need to take to avoid this kind of situation in your business? So one of the things that you have to do, although there's no one size fit there's no one size fit all approach when it comes to running a business. Whatever works for you, you do it, but there's no one size fit all approach in running a business. What you should consider doing, some things like keeping your current job. I always advise people to keep their current job when starting a business, or before, as you're considering starting a business. If you have a job, just keep that job. Don't listen to people that said, I quit my job to start my business, I fire my boss to start my business. It's not true. I will tell you it's not true. So keep your job, because it will help you to not to stress up financially. It will help you pay your rent, it will help you pay some of the bills, and even help you to settle down in the business before the business start yielding interest. So that's one of the things I want to talk about. Keep your job, keep your job, keep your job. And even when you're in business, you can also be doing a little bit of hustle here and there. Doing some side gigs doesn't really hurt in business. So keep your job. Don't quit your job. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe, as I'm sitting down here watching you with my 4 eyes. So please subscribe and share. Okay, let's go to number 5. I'm going to be going a bit faster because I'm really taking my time here. Starting a business could be very, very lonely. That's number 5. It's lonely. Starting a business is lonely. I am not here at all to scare you. I'm just here to encourage you and also to lead you in the right path, to avoid the mistake that most people make when starting a business. It's a lonely place because in your current job, or you must have had a job before you think of starting a business. You had colleagues, you have fellow colleagues that were helping you in one way or the other, advising you, and you can fall back on them for advice and all that. But when you're doing the business all by yourself, it could be a very, very lonely road. But then you can always count on yourself and God. That is what I do when I'm starting my business. I count on myself, I count on God after doing all my research and asking questions. But why am I saying this? You are all alone in this journey when you're starting your own business. Every decision and responsibility is going to fall on your shoulder, and that's heavy, lonesome burden to carry. It's heavy and lonesome to carry. So you have to be prepared. Prepare your mind. You have to prepare your mind. You have to prepare your spirit. You have to prepare your soul. You have to be physically fit to carry to walk on this lonely road. When starting a business, you might want to consider having a co-founder. It's a very good way of starting a business, because the load then will now be shared, and even the ideas, and you have someone to run to when there's something that you need to talk to. But the person that you're bringing on board to work with you or to be a co-founder in your business needs to have the same vision, the same idea, and the same push as you. Otherwise you can't work together with such a person. So those are the things you need to consider when starting a business, or before you start a business. Number 6 is the growth stage. The first one that you're going to consider is going to be the early growth phase in business. And that is the time you invested in the business, the energy, the money into business, and the ideas you believe in the business. And it's all about execution. If you don't know how to execute the business very well, then you're not starting on a good ground. So that's why you need to always seek advice before you start a business. So this particular period, the early growth phase, you need a certain number of quality leads to support your sales target. And you're also going to need to prepare for launch at big events such as trade shows and virtual events, because now we are in the global world where technology has taken over. So those are the things that you have to prepare for in your first growth phase of the business. So the next one we are going to be talking about, still on the growth, the maturity phase. This is the phase which your business has grown out of the early stage, and it has entered the second phase of the growth. So people can always congratulate you. That's the first year is gone, you're in the second year. Oh, congratulations. And then you have managed to turn maybe a little profit into your business, attract additional investment, or both, which is a good one in business. And one thing you have to know is you may fail to hit your monthly target, quarterly or yearly targets, but that's not a problem. It's just that it's a learning curve, it's a learning curve which you have to bear. Then the industry may be growing faster than you. Those are the things that you need to know in the second phase. Or maybe your competitors are growing faster than you in the business, but that's not to shake you. It's just to make you stronger. And how do you grow stronger? By thinking ahead, planning ahead, and looking out, what are they doing that I am not doing right in my business? That's in the second phase. You have to evaluate your strategy. Number 7 is side hustling, part-time gigs. Side hustling, like I said earlier, I think I've mentioned it before when we first started, when I mentioned the number 1 stage. So you have to think of side hustling that you need to do while you're running your business. Otherwise, it's going to be too heavy for you. And remember to keep your job. Part-time gigs, this will add to your income and is going to give you peace of mind in running the business. Successful business doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and hard work to happen. So you have to consider side gigs when starting a business, unless you have a lot of money. But if you have a lot of money and you're not able to manage the business, it's still not a business. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing it as I'm speaking to you now. If you want to see more of me here, because coming here to sit down and give you, information, I do research and I need your support. So consider subscribing, like, comment, and share with your friends. And if there's anything you want me to bring to the table, I can always do my research and bring it out to you. So it's one of the ways that you can support me in my business. So kindly subscribe as I'm sitting down here watching you with my 4 eyes. I hope you like my 4 eyes. So let's get to number 8. Optimize, outsource, automate, whatever you can. Most entrepreneurs think they can do everything. You can't do everything. It's a lot of work. I am an entrepreneur. I know what it takes to run a business. And I know what the time consuming it could be for you to do everything. If you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you want to do everything, you will end up doing nothing and there won't be profit in your business. Consider asking for help. Consider, outsourcing in order for you to have your own bit of time in your business. hire a freelance in your business to help you in managing your website, in managing your social media. So those are the things you might consider outsourcing. We have a lot of tools that can help you automate most of your marketing needs, like communicating and retaining customers. So if you look on Google is everything. If you search Google, he will be able to tell you most of those things, like the emailing list. All you need is, just set it and it will send email automatically to your customers. There are some tools like that. If you need such information, you can contact me or just inbox me and I'll get back to you. So number 9 is going to be engage with your audience. You have to engage with your audience. I know it could be very, very overwhelming, managing your social medias such as the Instagram, your Facebook, your WhatsApp, and all other ones. It could be so overwhelming and tiring and time consuming as well. So, but you still have to engage with them. If you don't talk to them, they will go somewhere else. It's like you're not there. If you upload something and you don't interact, I am guilty. I am very guilty. I am changing my habits. I am very, very guilty of that. You have to engage with your audience. If you don't engage with them, they will go somewhere else. So you have to constantly try your best to engage with your audience. When you upload something, when you post something, you have to let them know, okay, this is it. And when they said, or when they comment, you have to react, not just saying like or love or you hurt them. You have to say something so that they know you are not a troll. Also, make yourself visible in events, some events that you can attend, book tables, go showcase what you have, and also try to speak on most of the events, and let your social media be your friend. If you can't do it, you can hire someone. There are some freelance everywhere that you can hire to manage your social media and your website for you. Another thing you can also do is during your trip, if you're traveling, if you're in the bus, if you're in the train, going anywhere, try and talk to potential customers. Let them know exactly what you're doing in a rightful manner. Number 10 is have fun. Number 10 is don't forget or remember to have fun in your business. Take time out to rest. Take time out to go on vacation. Take time out to have a family time with your family. Take time out to, commune with God. Take time out to pray, to, have a retreat. Go on a retreat whenever you can to revive your soul, your spirit, to energize you. Those are the things that you have to do when you are in the business. Take time out to relax. Call your friends, go on hiking, swim, do yoga, anything that relaxes you. When you are in business, do it. It's good for your mind, it's good for your business, it's good for your soul. We've come to the end of today's tip on how to start a business. If you find this tip useful, consider subscribing to my channel so that when next I upload my video, you will be the first to know. And remember to share to your friends, loved ones, and remember to do good to yourself. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Bye.